Hello, internet. Hello. Oh. Hey, it's another not quite daily, I guess. Yeah. Okay, before I got the replay and it's from the thread and all that stuff. But before we start, I kind of want to tell you something, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm talking to a webcam, sitting in front of my computer in my room alone, and telling people on the internet that don't even care about my life. So yeah, it's just I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, look, I usually am the happy guy. Like, yeah, you all, pretty sure all of you got a friend. That's the guy is always happy. Like he's always happy, and you don't know how he does it. Well, that's me, kind of. I I always happy. I'm always happy, and I no, I'm not always happy, but I I just don't think anybody wants me to not be happy. So I just kind of am. I don't act happy, but I just don't. I just am not happy, even if I'm not happy. If that makes any sense. And I'm not happy at the moment. Not at all. Why is that? Now, I never told you much about my personal life. I actually never told you anything about it. Now, I know some of you like want Noobs Online to come back, and I want it to come back too, but it's not possible, and it's part of the reason why I'm not happy. It's not that I can't record Noobs Online anymore. It's that all of my friends will be gone pretty soon. I repeated a year of school. Not because I'm stupid. Well, I kind of am. It depends. It's not because I couldn't do it. I actually, a bunch of teachers wanted to test my IQ and sent me off to a school, to a different school, for people with the very high IQ scores, and uh, so I get special treatment. So, but I didn't want that. I didn't. So I stayed at the school, which I didn't go to for about a year, which is why I had to repeat a year. I just plain out didn't go to school. And now you may ask yourself, oh, don't you have a family? What did your mother say? What did your father say? My father died 4 years ago. He died in a fire. He was trying to help, and he was the only one to go in there, and he was the only one to not come out of the fire. Yeah. But at this point, he already was separated from my mother. So I really didn't grow up with a father. Well, I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. No, I don't want to go in too deep into this, but you guys know that I don't drink, and it's not that I don't want to. Well, I, I wish I could just go and party and drink like everyone else, but I can't. Alcohol disgusts me. Alcohol makes me feel sick. Just being around alcohol makes me want to run away, and I wish that wasn't the case, but I can't do anything about it. I don't know what to do. And and well, anyways, I repeated a year of school, and because of that, all of my friends, I really didn't integrate into the new year because because well, I really don't like anyone. It's just I don't dislike them, but it's if I had to choose, I wouldn't have spend time with them. I would rather rather spend time with someone else. It's just they aren't. No, I don't. I just didn't want to, and still don't want to. And because of that, I stuck with my old friends, which worked out pretty well. uh, well, till now, they are all going to be gone in a few weeks. I just came back from the last LAN party we're probably gonna ever have, and look at this, still from the Gamescom. I usually hate having things around my hand. I don't like this. I don't enjoy this. But I won't take it off, because it's the last time I'm ever going to be able to spend, like, to do anything big with my friends. It was the last time I will ever be able to go to the Gamescom with them. Probably. I don't see that changing, if you think realistically. And now, yeah, I'm just waiting to be lonely. And everyone that knows me knows that I enjoy being around people more than anything. I really do. I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna sit at home if he gets the choice. If you ask me, I'm gonna go out, do anything. I really don't care. I just want to spend time with people. But I can't do that anymore. I'm this close to just being lonely entirely. And some well, I talked about Kitty a lot. And yeah, she's a girl, obviously. And I originally kind of force friend zoned her because I didn't want to have any interest in her, because she really was a lot of fun just like that. I could just have fun with her. I could just spend time with her, talk to her, and it would be just great fun without having anything sexual involved. Nothing. Just being friends, and it worked great. And until one day, we had a conversation, and during that conversation, I told her that I was force friends on her. That I literally was forcing myself to not have interest in her, just so I could keep on spending time with her like that, and that nothing could ever get between that because I enjoyed it. And turns out, no, that's wrong. She then told me that it's okay, it's okay. And I then asked her, well, if you're willing to give me a shot, if you're willing to give me a chance, why not? I like you, I could like you more. And she was like, okay, why not? So she really wasn't my girlfriend, not at all, really not. But we were closer than friends, and every time I got over to her, it's like if I, if let's say this is a couch and friends like they sit so like this, it really was nice. If this are friends, like we sat this close and we really had contact with each other, and I got to hold her in my arms and pet her and do all of that fun stuff, and that was great. And I genuinely thought, hey, maybe I can finally get someone to actually like me, because really in my world I do have friends. I do have lots of friends. I'm a very popular guy actually. I I get invited to parties a lot, but I can't go there, which sucks. I wish I could, but I can't. But I'm a popular guy, and a lot of people kind of want me to. I don't know. Anyways, I'm a kind of a popular guy, but all of these people that like me are gonna be gone, and because of that, I really was looking for someone to kind of love, just love. I'm not even talking about sex. I'm just talking about someone that I could give my love, and that could just a little bit love me back, because I really don't have much of a family. I'm just sitting at home, and there really is not much to it. Like I do have a sister, and I do have my mother, and I live in the same house, but that's about it. I it's it really isn't a family. It's more like people living together, but not really caring about each other. And it's also part of my childhood, where there have been a you gotta know about this about me. My childhood is really fucked up. It really is. I don't want to tell you about it. I really don't want to, but it's fucked up, and there are reasons why I really don't like my mother. I really don't. I don't want to spend time with her at all. I re- I plan on moving out as soon as I can, as soon as possible. I really do. I just want to get away from her. That sounds shitty, but that's the way it is. And that's why, like everybody else, always kind of has something to fall back on at home. I don't. And I just really wish I had something to fall back on. Which is why I really wish I could get a girlfriend. It's not so stupid. It's so stupid. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. But Kitty, for the first time in my life, actually gave me a feeling of being loved. Well, she just taught me. That wasn't true. Nothing of it. And that she knew. She's actually the only one that knows my full story. Full story why I'm kind of a broken man. But she knew that. She knew all of that. She knew that I just really wish I could love someone. So she kind of created a dream world for me where I could love someone. And I don't know. She just taught me that she can't do it anymore because she's interested in someone else, and that's fine. Like I the reason why it's not rejection that's making me sad. That's not the problem. I have been rejected before, and I can deal with that. It's not that bad. It's just moving on. It's okay. But moving on requires something to move on to. And even though I could move on, and I will move on, I don't know where to move on to. I have nothing. I don't have friends. Well, I still do, but not for long. Not for long. But in a very short amount of time, I won't have any friends anymore. I don't have family. I I don't even have Kitty anymore. I don't. And I don't know what to do. All I have is you guys. This sounds so stupid, but it's the truth. Like, you guys are the reason why I keep on going. And I just don't know what to do. I don't know why I told you all of this, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from this point. And I don't know if you... I don't know if I'm asking for advice, or if I just wanted to tell my story, or if I am just a pathetic, sad, lonely, fat kid. But I'm not fat anymore. I weigh 72 kilos. It's not fat. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really don't know anymore. And I just wish someone could tell me. That's all. I got this hat for Kitty. Her birthday is in 4 days. I got her this hat. I don't know if I still want to give it to her. I do, but I don't know if she wants it anymore. She's not League of Legends player, but she would like it. She's the nerd that would think this is funny. I think it's funny. I really like it. Maybe I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. And this is why and you guys probably won't notice. You probably won't, because nobody does. The only reason why you guys will know that I'm sad right now, and I probably will be sad and lonely for the entire next year, is because I told you so. And unless I tell someone, nobody will notice. And let me just put this out there. I already mentioned, you probably know a friend, or you probably know someone that seems to be always happy. He probably isn't. And you probably should consider that he isn't. And if he shows any signs of not being, he probably is really, really not happy at the moment. And you probably should consider having him. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Let's move on to something interesting, shall we? So I got us a replay. This sucks so bad. I don't know. I really don't know why I told you that. I wasted 10 minutes of your time. But I just don't know what to do anymore. And you guys are a big part of my life. Like, I love you too. This is literally one of the only things keeping me going. This is one of the only reasons I'm not just breaking down and be depressed. I love YouTube. I love you guys. I really do. But you can't love me back. And I really wish someone could. And someone could show me. Oh well. Well, the boring story is over. So let's move on to the game. So this is a game submitted by, I don't know his name, whatever. And he's playing Parasite yet again. But this time around it's a little bit more interesting. He's not just running around and being useless. He actually plays a very good early game, but later on it's like, just what are you doing? You kind of have to change that. And I can tell you what to do. I originally planned on going with a silhouette replay, but that guy unpaused and wasn't nice. So I decided to not have it, because if you are a douchebag, I won't have you. It's that simple. But how does this work? And there's a link to a thread in the description. You can submit your replays there. There's I think I describe everything in the thread, and it's pretty obvious. But you can leave your replay submissions there, and if you do, I'm at least going to take a look at it, and you have a high chance of me actually creating such a video. Well, except for the first part, that's gonna be unique. The first part is gonna be unique. But an analysis of your replay. On a completely unrelated note, I can't even talk anymore. No, on a completely unrelated note, Vitriolic Gaming lost. Vitriolic Gaming got knocked out of the, what's it called, Dreamhorn Summer Championships. I think they got knocked out, or they got into the losers bracket. They just may be in the loser bracket, not sure about that. But they lost their game against TT Esports. I think they got knocked out, which is like, oh, I really wanted them to win. I really liked them. Like, that's a fun team to watch. But right now I'm rooting for Complexity because, oh my god, like yesterday, the Complexity has been destroying the entire tournament. But yesterday they played against Trademark and lost their first game. But oh my god, they destroyed them the second and the third one. Like, great series, great watch actually. It's really interesting. But so let's go into this game, shall we? Now that the boring part is over. So here we go. And yeah. So oops. So here we go. Let's just skip back a little bit more. And yeah. So of course we are first of all going to talk about the lineups. And let's start with the Legion side. We got the Imperial Fat, Magnus, Parasite, Pestilence. No, their lineup is just plain out terrible. It won't work at all. Like, they don't have a fitting Suicide, they don't have a good mid, they pretty much have nothing. But I guess you could send them here mid, that works fine. But, oh, Magnus even, but it's just like, this lineup sucks. On the other side, we got Artillery, Charizia, Nymphora, Legionnaire, and Scout. Now, this is also not the greatest of lineup, but it works. Like, this is... It's... At least you can... Yeah, well, set up some nice lanes. Like, you could put the Legionnaire into the jungle, and then have Artillery solo top, and probably Scout Nymphora bottom with Charizia mid. That would work great. Also because their Airborne side is, the Legion side is kind of forced to Suicide bottom, because they got a mini Suicide, and mini Suicide never works in a long lane unless you're in a one-on-one scenario, which could actually work, but they won't think this far, so oh well. Now, let's actually get going. The hero of today is Teddy Jangles. Now, he picked Parasite because he knew the enemy got Legionnaire. I don't know if he picked the Parasite because of the Charizia as well. Like, if he did, that's actually pretty smart, because, oh my god, like, Parasite is great. Like, this is a good pick. I genuinely like his pick. It's pretty good against Legionnaire, simply because, well, he can shut him down in the jungle, obvious reasons. And it's great against Charizia because of the ultimate. No. Before we start, let's start off with the item build. I really don't like this item build. I personally like to go for wards. Let me just give you a quick overview. So my personal item build is 2 wards, 1 set of Runes of the Blight, and the rest into mana potions. Pretty simple. Sometimes I don't get Runes of the Blight and instead go for Minor Totems. Really is no point to like doing either, but that's just how I roll. It's just like I personally don't like to rush during a sorcery because I don't feel like that's very good. I prefer rushing Boot, Ghost Marchers, and the Guardian Ring, not the Guardian Ring, Ring of the Teacher, and would just ferry myself mana potions all the time, so I can be active very early on. It's just very easy to be active early on if you got early boots. But he's going for more of the standard build, which, again, I'm not a big fan of. Like, I don't like this at all. Another thing I really don't like is he has 100 gold left. And maybe should have bought a ward instead of nothing. And even if he wants to, like, no, really, there's no reason to run around with 118 gold. Just buy 2 more mana potions or 2 minor totems or something. Just buy anything, like, really. There really is no point to running around with money. But yeah, so he's gonna go up against the Legionnaire in the jungle, and Legionnaire got his own ward to place, whatever. Like, funnily enough, Scout is gonna be mid, which is fine. Scout mid on, I like doing it myself. It's not the best you can do, but it's funny. So here we go. He picks up the backup on here and goes in and annoys the Legionnaire, which is pretty good. Like, he is trying to last with the creeps, spams his nuke, just trying to harvest down this Legionnaire, and this is really well done. I think he killed it. Yes, he did that. It almost looked like Legionnaire got a kill onto the creep, but he didn't, so that's fine. Not like the last paragraph. Here we go, yet again, stealing a creep and Legionnaire. Really, there's nothing he can do about this. Like, he's trying to farm, and he's sitting around here. This is also nice. The Magnus and Prophet coming in, but they really couldn't do anything. Now, this is kind of a problem because he destroyed the jungle. This is what I consider destroying the jungle. I may just take out creep camps, but not entirely, like only the big creep or something, and you then run around not having any creep to farm. So yeah. But he picks the Vagabond, goes in the mid lane. The mana ball is very useful indeed. If you could put one out on the Scout, it would be great, but it's a Scout, so he's gonna be running away. Takes out the Vagabond Assassin, gonna use a mana potion, and yeah, it's empty. But as you can see, Legionnaire, where did he go? He moved to the top lane because he really gave up on doing anything productive. Now he picks up the Vulture Lord, and yeah, this is great because Legionnaire now left his jungle and Parasite is going back to jungle. Yeah, 2 is on. Like, Legionnaire won't annoy him anymore, but this is already the first problem. Why is he wasting his time here? He doesn't have the creep to go in with. He doesn't have an ability to go in with. Well, maybe the slow, but I don't feel like that. You know. Maybe, but no, it's kind of iffy. Like, and if it's kind of iffy, yeah, it's kind of iffy, so don't go in. Anyways, he picks up a Minotaur, and this is his opportunity. He's gonna go in right here. Very nice stun, hitting 2 targets. Magnus gets a bloodlust and Legionnaire in a lot of trouble. Maybe gonna go down. Yes. Just go down. And yeah, so this is nice. He got a kill, and he should have seen that the Minotaur camp is over here, and yeah, gotten the Minotaur. Now, here we go, Catman champion, and he's still in the Highborn's jungle. Now, we are slowly getting to a point where I don't agree with it anymore. The thing is that Legionnaire now, even though, oh my god, yeah, he's gonna get taken out yet again. But Legionnaire, being in the jungle, kind of did, or tried to do his thing, and the problem is that Legionnaire and Parasite, they destroy each other's jungling capabilities. Like, Parasite, he takes out single camps, and he always, like, he goes in, takes out one camp, and then moves on to the next, and takes out one camp, and so on. Legionnaire, on the other hand, he doesn't. Like, Legionnaire? No, that guy, he really wants to stack. Otherwise, he won't be able to take out creep camps. It just doesn't work. So, oh. I'm in a little bit of trouble right here, but so these two, they kind of, yeah, they can't be in the same jungle. That doesn't work. Like, they just kill each other for just being there. Even if they were on the same team, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work at all. So I kind of think he should move on to the Legion champion. Mid game, go to maybe. Yes, here we go. Let's take another Parasite's also incoming. But as you can see, he's running around without boots, and it's just wasting so much time. Like, yeah, great, you got a mana ring, but honestly, don't you think like boots would be more useful? I just don't like this build. I'm sorry, I'm just not a big fan of it. I really like Parasite. I consider myself to be a good Parasite, but it's like, yeah, get boots. No, I also don't like his skill build. I know the guides like tells you to go this way, but fuck guides, they are bad anyways. There are almost no guides worth your attention. So don't listen to the guides at all. Make your own decision. And the reason why Draining Venom is in the guide is because it kind of allows you to channel. But it's just, honestly, Infest, if you skill it up, it's not about the damage, it's about keeping the creeps alive for longer. If you skill up Infest, it allows you to just stay inside of a creep for a much longer amount of time. And you're kind of like, yeah, you really don't want to miss out on that. You really don't want to. It's not a good thing. Like, really isn't. Infest is great. You should skill it. Don't skip it for Draining Venom. Just don't. I tried that skill, it just doesn't work. Like, and right here, oh my god, it's just a situation. You really couldn't do anything about it. I maybe could have placed wards, but really no. This wasn't his fault. It's just like he got spotted by a watch attackers. No, Magnus in a little bit of trouble, gonna fall back though, and we really don't care about that, so. First is gonna resurrect, got himself some nice ghost matches, I approve, and the crown is really. Yeah, just gonna ignore that. And so we are just gonna have to deal with that for a short period of time. And yeah. My god, is that annoying. Really sorry for that, but it's just every time I try to recall, it's like, yeah, better call now. Better call now. He really wants to record right now, but no, better call now. It's so annoying. So fucking annoying. Anyways. Yeah. No, this is something I don't like. Like, he's sitting at the top lane and pushing. Okay, that's great. Like, but really, did he need you? It's just, in my opinion, Parasite is supposed to be an active hero. A hero that's supposed to go in and just kind of, yeah, gang. A hero that's supposed to shut down the enemy much more than like boost your allies. There are basically two ways of like winning a game: shutting down your enemy or just overpowering your enemy. And heroes such as Pebbles or Deadwood or Parasite, in my opinion, are supposed to shut down the enemy. By the way, timed out, shit happens. But I was supposed to shut down the enemy through ganks, and he was such as Keeper of the Forest, and Tempest, and... oh well, I don't even... most carries are supposed to overpower your enemy. Is there any hero like Scout? Scout is a hero that's supposed to overpower your enemy, while that's just Parasite is supposed to shut your enemy down. Yeah, it's just something to think about. But in my opinion, he's supposed to shut down and not overpower, and he's really not doing that. Just take a look at him. He's just running around, not really doing anything. He now spots the Nymphora and stuns, misses. And they maybe not more able to catch him. Scout gets hit by a stun, and the Chevalier gets taken out. Now, let's pause right here and take a look at the map. Just a mini-map. Just a mini-map. I don't want you to look at the map. Actually, a game screen. Don't look at this. Look at the mini-map. Look at the mini-map, okay? So, let's just take a look at the mini-map. What does the Hellbourne side know? They know a little bit more. They got this ward and this one, so they can spot if someone is doing the ancients, and they can spot someone walking around here. They have vision of the rune spot, and even though it's not a lot, that's something. Like, you can walk with that. On the other side, just take a look at what does the Legion side know. Nothing. They don't have any wards placed, none at all. Now, I know. Why doesn't the Prophet place wards? Why doesn't the Magnus place wards? Fuck that. Fuck that. If they don't do it, you do it. I have been placing wards with Warbeast. If my team doesn't do it, I do it. It's that simple. And as a Parasite especially, like, this hero really doesn't rely on money. He really doesn't. Like, getting a codex or a puzzle box is nice, but honestly not required. Like, you can go without it. You can live without it. It's really not that big of a deal if you don't have it. But wards are a big deal. They really are. So let's just take a look at the show. I can't. I need to go into the vision. Oh, but who cares? Prophet gonna get taken out probably. Yeah, here we go. And these guys are just gonna fall back. Now he's gonna go into his own jungle yet again. Take over one of those creeps and just insta-kill it, which I don't approve of. Now take a look at this camp. It's unusable for anyone. He needs to go in there later and take it out, but then a new camp won't spawn. You don't have a chance for a Minotaur. So, oh well. Meantime, Dampier takes out the Nymphora. Magnus gets taken out by the Scout. Now, this is gonna be an interesting fight right here. Oh, is it? Yeah, I think that's the scenario. Oh no. Okay, just take a look at how this is positioned. Pestilence is in the front, Jeresia and Scout close behind, and in the back we got the artillery. And coming in from all the way back from everything, like just back, like from out of nowhere, our hero, the Parasite. And let's just slow this down. And why the Scout? Why the Scout? And also, why? No, don't. Okay, why is going for the Scout a problem? First of all, consider the possibilities. Jeresia heal, 360 nuke. Oh my god, so powerful. Artillery, long range missiles, and the ultimate. The ultimate is not crazy, but oh my god, it's an AoE stun. I think it is a bit of damage. 200, that's not the worst. I think that's pretty good damage, isn't it? And it stuns, AoE stun. So, if you jump to the Scout, you're going to put yourself into a very bad position. Because, first of all, Jeresia can heal the Scout, and second of all, artillery can stun both of you and then long range missile you. And yeah, that's just what's gonna happen. On the other side, if you would have gone for maybe the artillery or the Jeresia, it's like, duh, what can they do now? Scout can't kill him. Scout really can't kill him. And Scout and Jeresia together, they also can't kill him. So he really should have gone for the artillery, in my opinion. And he should have started with the slow. He should have really have started with the slow. All of that really doesn't quite matter. And whatever. That's not that big. That's not the point. But here we go. He jumps in and nuke. and the artillery ultimate. And here we go, long range missiles are just gonna destroy them. Scout ultimate coming out will take out the parasite. That's just a poor decision right there. Like, why would you go for the scout? You had 3 choices and 1 was wrong. The other 2 were fine, but 1 was just plain old wrong. Why did you go for the scout? I don't get it. But yeah. They take out the tower and blah blah blah. Now, I like what Scout is doing. He is farming. And actually he's going for the profit right here. I don't know if they can actually manage to catch him. Scout deals a lot of damage. Ultimately used. And oh my god, they're actually gonna get kill. Now, here we go, Mr. Tangles. Oh, what's his name? Teddy Tangles or something like that. Teddy Changles. I don't care. What's his name? Teddy Changles. I like Mr. Tangles more. Rename yourself. But no, this is something that's fine. He's going to die in the situation, but Pestilence is going to survive. And just take a look at what happens. Like, he goes in, slows them down. They change target onto him, and Pestilence tries to help him out as well, but it just won't happen. They take out the parasite, but that's fine. Like, he saved the Pestilence and died in return, but I'm okay with this. Like, that was a sacrifice worth taking. In the end, it was Pestilence's fault for going in right there, really unnecessarily. Like, there really was no point in going in, but he still did. He still did, and yeah. Yeah. Parasite, you saved him, so I know of that. Now he picks up a Neophyte's book. Now, before we go into the team fight, let's think about items. What could he be going for? Of course, the 2 common items onto a Parasite are TP and power supply. No, Codex and Puzzle Box. I kind of forgot the names right there. But first of all, he should be carrying a TP and a power supply, in my opinion. But Puzzle Box and Codex. Puzzle Box is great for jumping into the purple creep and just putting out tons of damage. And if they kill you, they take tons of damage. So that's great. And that's my personal favorite. Like, that's what I go for most of the times. And then we got the Codex for the quickly taking out squishy heroes. Now, take a look at the help on side. Yeah, they got a bunch of squishy heroes, but on the other side, like, it's they got a lot of here, and that's kind of the downside. Like, if you can't kill them instantly, you won't be able to kill them because they're just gonna heal themselves up. And Parasite really doesn't deal a whole lot of damage by himself, and the 400 additional damage from the Codex are going to help, but they won't be crazy. Like, it's gonna, of course, be useful, but it's not gonna insta-kill your opponent. That's not going to happen. It really won't. Now, on the other side, what's the use of a Puzzle Box? Gonna burn the Chevisia's mana pool, which is nice. Very nice, very nice. And it's gonna reveal the Scout. And additionally, I know a lot of players don't think about that, but a hero that really got mana problems is Legionnaire. Legionnaire really needs a lot of mana. Well, not a lot of it, but he needs mana, and he really doesn't have a whole lot of it, so I really like the thought of getting a Puzzle Box right here. By the way, while we were sitting in a pause, I just want to point out a few things that are kind of depressing, to be honest. First of all, it's just skill builds, basically. Pestilence skill build is pure shit. Don't get the passive before you finish your flight. There really is no point to it. Legionnaire skill build is shit. Get taunt instead of burning plate. I personally even like maxing taunt over the charge, but I do understand why you would get the charge. That's fine. But I just like taunt more. But don't get burning plate over taunt. Why would you do that? That's just stupid. Nymphora's skill build is pure shit, yet again. It's terrible, don't do that. And I think that's it. Well, Dampier's skill build, not Dampier, Parasite's skill build is also not the best. Like, why would you put 2 points into the passive? Just max out your second ability. Just max out Infest. It's a lot more useful. Now, this team fight, just take a look at what's happening. Down a little bit. Yeah, stuff is happening. Parasite just sitting in the back and not really doing anything. And in the front lines, we got a Dampier chasing down the artillery. Drop. No, Parasite coming in. Gonna try to help out the Dampier. Dampier is kind of tanky though, so it should be fine. You go with the slow use. Scout skill chase. Scout still chasing. That's tongue twister. Anyways. Scout still chasing. Hey, I'm German. Cut me some slack. Anyways. Yes, what parasite? No. This is something. Why is he? He's sitting here to leech experience, but I really don't approve of this. Like, in the meantime, we got a Scott in the forward at the bottom lane. Prophet is over here as well. And now, let's just point this out. Scout got a ruined axe. And 69 gold. 20 minutes in. That's not crazy good, but it's good. It's actually really good. It's not crazy good, but it's really good. Like, that's what you aim for. He's at 366 GPM, and if that's just gonna keep on growing if you don't shut him down, and you really have to shut him down, otherwise this is not going to go into your favor, because it's a motherfucking scout. He's just gonna destroy you. What do you think you are? Pestina and Stampede? They can't carry against that. Don't be ridiculous, especially not against an artillery as well. And you've got the Terrasia on that team. Don't overestimate your late game. You can't win against this late. Scout is going to outcarry you. You have to make something happen. Now, again, the concept of overpowering your enemy and shutting down your enemy. We can apply the same concept to teams. The Legion side should be shutting down the Hellbourne side, and while the Hellbourne side is trying to overpower the Legion side. But right now, it's just like, just take a look at this. Like, Scout is sitting at the bottom. Yeah, farming. Let's just follow the Scout around for a little bit. Let's see how long it takes for him to actually get in contact with an enemy. So yeah, still farming, running away. Uses the invisibility, places down a nice board. That's actually pretty useful. Gonna pick up the haste. Still running around. Yeah, he spots some enemies. Here we go. Parasite's just gonna get destroyed right here because they don't have that ward. And yeah, no, this is nice. They actually managed to take him out right here because he really went crazy. Like, this is his fault. Not so much the Legion side being good, but it's fine. It's not got a kill. I'm not gonna deny that. I won't say like, oh, you really deserve the kill. No, that's fine. But it's like, yeah, Scott could have gotten away right there. You should carry like dust or revelations, preferably dust. I feel like that's the better item against Scout because Scout is really fast, really quick hero. So you really want to apply something on him instead of an area where you can run away from. Now, just take a look at this. Right now, we got 4 heroes from the Legion in the mid lane. Dampier doesn't have the most mana, so neither does Pestilence, but that's fine. With, what do we have the Ring of Sorcery for? On the other side, we just took out the Nymphora. And I personally, if this was an in-house game or something like that, if I'm playing with a full team, and let's just assume I play the hero, I would play with probably Magnus or Dampier or Pestilence, one of those, right? I would be telling my team, guys, okay, we just got a kill, let's push. And then nothing happens. Because Parasite is farming. And I don't know why. Like, yeah, it's nice. You want your codex, I guess? Probably. Yeah, it's the codex that just means spoil it. You want your codex? It's fine. That's cool. Yeah. But my god! You can't just sit around and down. Magnus gets taken out, the Parasite jumps in, steals the double damage, which is entirely useless. And now the Heaven side is gonna fall back, and as you can see, they are even, and they shouldn't be. Like, this is not going too well. We can just here we go. Towers, even. It's even. It shouldn't be even. The Legion side needs to make something happen. They also got pretty good picks, like they got the Pestilence against as well. You can reveal him. Why would you? You really don't even need dust. Like, dust would be nice, but it's not required. Yeah, well, it still is. Like, carry dust. Really. Carry dust. With a dust right here, Skull would be dead. Pretty easy, right? By the way, just to give you another overview over this game, because this is really the biggest mistake they make for the entire game. How many wards do we have? One. One ward. And where's this ward placed? Like, really? That's useless. What do they just... quite honestly, this is a Hellborn only one. Like, this is a Hellborn only one. Or, if you're really desperate as Legion, like, if your enemy is sitting in front of your base, okay. But right now, why would you place that ward? I know it's not yours, but why would you? There really is no point to that. But on the other side, look at what we got. We got wards of revelations, even they are counter-warding. Nothing, because they aren't warding, so that's kind of a waste. But wards here, we got wards here, we got even scout wards here, we got a ward up here, we got a ward over here. This is great. This is great warding coming out from the new forest. He's still got one. Like, he's still carrying out this wall and is gonna place it down pretty soon. On the other side, like, yeah, you don't have any vision. That's why you can't gang. That's why you can't no. That's why you can't shut down. Oh my god. I'm getting my own theories wrong. But that's why you can't shut down the Hellborn. And Magma's gonna go down. Because you didn't have a ward. You should have known that something was up there. Artillery goes down. This time around you actually had a ward. And you still went in there. Like, really? This is nice, Parasite steals it, but dies instantly. Like, don't run in there. This is what I'm talking about. You don't have vision. Don't go in. You're just going to die. And as you can see, all of them just died. They really didn't achieve anything. They just went in and died. It's like, really? What's the point? What are you doing? Anyways. So there's the Euro. Parasite picks up a codex, and yeah, I don't like this either. Like, I get it, you want your codex, but don't. Like, ghost matches are useful. Just keep them. Also, codex, I don't approve of this item at all. Get a puzzle box in this game. I really think he should have got the puzzle box. I don't approve of the codex. I actually don't approve of the codex in most games because I just think the puzzle box is playing out better. But no, well. This is nice. Ward of Revelation plays down, and this is what you get if you just place down some wards. It's easy. But now, yet again, just take a look at what's going on. Parasite is farming. These guys are in the mid lane. They kind of want to push that. Kind of don't want to do that. Here we go, the change up in. Yeah, nice initiation. Oh, in the meantime. Stuff is happening. Nisha probably gonna go down as well. And looks like they actually managed to go win a fight. So that's great. Push! For God's sake! Nope. Scout is now coming in. And just take a look at where the Parasite is all this time. Like, he went into the jungle and got, like, no. Yes, having a creep is useful. Yes, the creeps have good abilities. You want to use those abilities. Yes, if you don't take over a creep, you are not using one of your own abilities. No, it's not worth it. Spam your other abilities. That leech doesn't have the longest of cooldowns. What's the cooldown on that one? 10 seconds? Yeah, that's not very long at all. Just stay in the fight. And here we go. Like, he is actually gonna be able to take on the 4, which is nice. That's really nice, but Scout picks up another kill and is not gonna keep on farming. By the way, Scout item build, terrible. Don't get Basher, it's bad. Get Shield Breaker, it's great. Shield Breaker would just tear the Legion side apart. Basher, not so much. And you're eventually gonna pick up a Savage Mace, hopefully, anyway, so there really is no point to getting like a... No, I don't like Basher, not a big fan of that. But no, this is more of a... yeah, mistake on the entire team's part. And like, just take a look at what they're doing. Prophet, Mac was going up to the mid lane to farm, the Pierce sitting over here. We got Parasite, probably he really wants to go into the jungle and keep on farming. We got Pestilence farming in the bottom lane. There really is nothing. They are, like, they aren't going in, they aren't risking anything. And no, here we go, another team fight. But look at this. Who is the one forcing the team fight? The Hellborn side, not the Legion. And the Hellborn is actually winning. The Legion should be the one. You aren't playing aggressively enough. You aren't playing aggressive at all. You're just waiting to die. Sorry. Sorry. Magnus coming in. We're just gonna... And at this point it's over. Like, this is game over. And yeah, here we go. The flaming commence. Oh well, I don't care. But just like, take a look at the map. How many Legion wards do we see? None. Yet again. For God's sake, you would have won this game if the Pestilence would have gotten a PK and you would have won it. Just won. My God, it's not that difficult. And also there were many opportunities where you could have pushed and didn't. But the wards, really, it's so simple. This is the sole reason why the hell won. The sole reason. Wards. It's kind of depressing. Play some wards for God's sake. And finally, here we go. Prophet picks up a single ward. This is what are you doing? What are you thinking? What's the point? And here we go, yeah, barracks are pushed down, and yeah, this really is game on. Like, take a look at this guy. He picked up an energizer, and that's funny. And Shipbreaker Savage Mace. Oh my God, he puts on so much damage. And like, this is game over. They are now throwing money at the Legion side. Once a team is capable of throwing money at the enemy team, it's pretty much game over. Most of the time. And I really liked how the scout played. Like, I really think he did really well in this game. But it's mostly because the Legion side didn't do anything to stop it. They just... And they couldn't! Because they didn't have force. And like, yeah, Parasite's gonna jump in. And this is what I was talking about. With the Codex, you can't one-shot him. So what's the point? And really, artillery doesn't have a lot of HP. He really is not tanky at all. All he has is an Energizer and Steam Boots. And you really couldn't kill that guy. What's the point? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you did. Yeah, I know the beginning was boring. Someone is calling again. I'm gonna take it this time and like the video or something. I really don't care. See you next time.